Hello, so how do I train people when somebody comes to me? The uh, the usual way is I perceive that everybody, whoever is in need of any training, there is a small problem with the person with discipline. You know, whenever we are in problem, there is an underlying indiscipline in that person. You agree with that? So that is the first thing that I perceive. So today I actually trained about three people on that, and the latest story I remember two stories, two people whom I trained today, and that is one person is a student, of course, and another is a mature person about 35 or 40 years of age. So the student who is trying to set up a business but not yet succeeded, he is looking for some mentoring to start, and somebody to hand hold him so that he can take one step after the other, so that it is systematic. So when he talks about being systematic, it is about discipline, right? So I advised him to do. I asked him whether so far he is very talented. So what is the catalog he has maintained about whatever he has done? Of course, he has maintained some catalog. He has a catalog of 20 pages. So in that, about 20 designs. He is a designer. So about 20 designs were there, and he has put it nicely. But those designs were very, very simple. Of course, outstanding, very neat, and it shows that he has the sense of aesthetics and all that is required for a designer. But the problem is he is not considering about permutations and combinations, which is so essential about art. There are basic few things, and then you combine all those things to convey an idea, right? And that comes when you are thinking systematically about where you want to go, where what you want, how do you perceive yourself in future. So he wants to perceive himself as a designer. So what he has done as a designer, so those were basic things. So that is what I pointed out. And then he missed out to, actually he was approaching several people who were giving him some work. So it was again a nice step, which is what all of us do, and he was doing it right. But the missing thing is the market is full of different requirement, and he was trying to cater to every requirement. So he hasn't yet decided his niche area, so which is the particular segment that he is going to cater to. So that was not there. So this was the second thing that I pointed out, that discipline is about catering to a single niche area so that you can grow within that. Otherwise, people will start telling you about this thing you don't do, that thing you don't do. And of course, in life, we normally don't know all the things, right? So we are master of a particular niche, so we should be very concise about what we can deliver, and whatever we deliver we should be master of that. So this was the second discipline I told him. Then the third was like he wanted to team up with a person whoever can be an accountability partner for him. Of course, he wanted some mentoring, which I would be happy to give him. That was the third thing. But the accountability partner is somebody who keeps an account of his progress, right? It is not about the skills he has. Discipline aspect I can take care of as a mentor, but the accountability partner does something which is very essential. He also inspires him to take action. So not only about saying that whether you have finished this activity or not, whether tick marking about your to-do list, not only that, but of course to inspire the other person to take action. So that was the fourth thing I told him, and he then could see that who he can be partner with. So that is very essential. And then the fifth thing, of course, comes the logistic. So how to go ahead about this? Everything is not available in a package at one single place. So then I gave him a situation, a hypothetical situation, that if he starts doing a job at some places, what will be the logistical repercussion that he would be facing. So comparing that with whatever opportunities or whatever he already has, so not going for the perfect situation to start getting ahead. Start with whatever is already available at disposal, so that slowly things can be improved, and he can go ahead with his idea. So this was the story of the first person. The second person whom I advised was a bit funny. The person was asking whether he can have some financial discipline. So again I told him that any discipline or any action which is not there right now, it entails some kind of indiscipline. So I asked him how much he can save every month. He said 1,000 rupees, and this amount came after repeated questioning why he didn't save last month and how much usually he can save. He said he can save 1,000, but he avoided my question about why he didn't save it for the earlier month. Today is 29th, so why didn't he save for this particular month, December? So he said in 2 days time he is going to get his payment, so he will save out of that. Then I asked how many times his payment gets irregular. He said 3-4 times in a year. I asked him why he didn't consider to take a side thing, another business, because anything irregular, anything that brings irregular income means it will drain out your saving. That is one trick. He said there is no money to start a new business. I said, why not? Can't you start a food business? You can cater to 10-12 houses. You said that these are the items you make, and you can serve. As it is, he was catering to a lot of clients, so client was not an issue. For most of us, whoever is starting or setting up a business, clients is an issue, right? So for him there was no issue, so he can reach out. So out of 500 customers that he has to handle, he can very easily get 50, and out of that he can shortlist another 12 whom he can cater. So he said, this is very wonderful idea. So I said, I charge 50,000 for every idea. When you are going to pay? Because I don't give any idea for free. Now he thought this is his chance. Now he has got the idea. So what can I do if he doesn't pay? See, my idea was, like say, if I deserve the money, it will come to me. Nobody can stop that. And if it is not meant to come, it will not come. Not from him, not from anybody. And if it is meant to come, it will come from anywhere. So I don't bother whether the person is telling a lie or not. Then I asked him, when you are going to pay? He said, when I earn. Then when that will be? I asked. See the indiscipline. He disappeared without answering me. Then after 10 minutes, I asked this question again. When are you going to pay me? He said, he must have considered what a Bevkuf kind of lady this is. And then the Facebook chat, what can she do if I say I can't pay? So he didn't know, right? He didn't know my philosophy. I said, he then said, I think I cannot pay. Then I said, then you don't have to be in my list, or do you think you should be in my list? He said, it is your wish. So I removed him from my list, right? What is the purpose of this episode? The purpose was, I don't want to, like say, rude with friends. But you know, there are people who will take undue advantage of you. I am not saying this is an undue advantage, but this might be something which he will remember for long. And if he pays heed to my advice, sooner or later he will know what I was saying. Can you know what I was trying to teach him? Discipline, right? Discipline and integrity. Integrity is something which you follow when nobody is watching. And I trust the universe. You have to trust the universe in everything that you do. Whatever you give, that comes back to you. So I have given him an idea. So more ideas are going to come back to me. And of course, he was not meant to be my friend. So we parted ways. Doesn't matter, right? He will get good friends of his kind, maybe better friends than me. So this is it. This is how I train. So today's experience I just shared with you. Hope that this helps. And if you want to come to my webinar or be associated with me for more insightful ways in life like this, then first of all you click the link below, which is given in the description box, and come to my webinar. The webinar may be very an overview of what I do and how I help. Just now in this video I have told you as to how I help. So maybe you come and get associated with me and get new ideas, new insights. Thank you.